Welcome back to the Spill It Brodie podcast. I am your host, Daniel. Today joined by my co-host, Kevin.
What's up, guys? It's a depressing recap.
Yeah, it is. We're recapping Game 1 and Game 2. Currently, the Spurs are down 0-2. Before we get into anything else, how's your week, Kevin?
Oh, with sports, it's been
No,
terrible.
just anything.
Oh, it's been an interesting week.
Relax.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that, obviously, once you're rooting for a team, this is why I don't get invested with basketball, man. I thought once the Lakers were out, it would be chill, it would be fine.
No heartbreaks?
No heartbreaks, but then sometimes a tall Frenchman just falls into your lap, and it's just they get into your heart, and it becomes one of those things.
Yeah, it's really heartbreaking. I've been doing great. It's been fun. I hate seeing what's been going on with the Spurs, but at the end of the day,
You high-key kind of love it, though.
because I predicted it.
No, because
I'm right.
you deep in your root in your heart, you're a Knicks fan. Bro.
Whoa!
You've been rooting for the Knicks. You were like,
I think I did say on the last
mortgage on the Knicks game one. Like you've been talking about.
I did say
everything,
that,
man.
and I faded myself, which is disgusting. I want to talk about Game 1, Spurs versus Knicks. What are your thoughts? Give me a grade first before we start. What would you grade the Spurs as a performance, and what would you grade Wemby? And then the Knicks also.
I mean, the Spurs overall, I felt game one was kind of like a slip, like where we let that slip a little bit. They were up 13 at one point. We got to remember going into I think the third quarter. It's not like they couldn't. Both teams couldn't hit a bucket to save their life going towards until Jalen Brunson decided to explode in the fourth quarter. But it just felt like it was one of those, it was like a B-, C+ tier games for the Spurs, where it's like, it's one of those that you could have had it, but because like you almost played yourself out of the game in the fourth, where one team elevated to the occasion, you kind of stayed the same trajectory throughout the entire game, where it's like, no matter what, like, it didn't feel like the lead was too insurmountable for the Knicks at one point. So once the Knicks took the lead, it almost felt like it was deflating for the Spurs, which I haven't felt like that in forever, because I never felt like they were out of a game with OKC, even when they were down 15, stuff like that, because they had that common, bravado around that series where it was like something enticing. But this game, I mean, that game was just, hey, blame it on the emotional like exhaustion from Game 7 from the previous series.
You can do that,
the
yeah.
inexperience of the team.
Yeah.
It could be a lot of factors that, they felt like they won. I told you, coming off the emotion shown from, it almost felt like they won the finals after Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals, that they kind of laid an egg in Game 1.
And Wemby, what are you giving him as a grade?
My GOAT?
Yeah, what'd you call him?
baby
goat?
My baby goat?
Baby goat.
I think for overall both games so far, it's been pretty consistent. He hasn't come up to play. I just think his turnovers and his shot decisions, taking so far, I'm not really pleased with. But that could also be like the game plan for the coach, for Mitch Johnson as well, where he's not, we're not getting him involved on the block as much as we definitely were against the Thunder. It's just one of those things. We're letting Cat overpower Wemby, even though Cat's not putting up ridiculous numbers, but it's like we're letting him really body him.
He's playing better, though. Better than Wemby.
Yeah, but he's not asked
He's
to do as much.
Wayne.
Yeah,
He's
he's not asked to do what Wemby does. Okay, that needs to stop, because Jalen Brunson.
Game one, the first half.
If you want to make an argument, that someone.
I'm about to make the argument. Give me the
that's fine.
grade that you'll give him, though.
But if I was gonna give Wemby a grade so far, again, it's like a C.
A C?
Because he's
Ooh.
playing like a stretch big. He's playing like he's only can be a stretch big. And when you can see when he goes in and makes really decisive movements to like, hey, I'm going to get to the rim, you can see him having that success. His shot just hasn't been on. So it's like, but he also needs to realize my shot isn't on. So I need to get down to the paint.
That's a maturity of understanding when you need to switch it up.
When you need to, or just honestly, you need to start with one that leads to the other. And I would love it for him to start in the paint, dominate a bit, and then let your shot come to you. Versus vice versa, where it's like, my shot's not falling, let me get down to the block. And it's like, no, you're big. It should be, sometimes that's what's frustrating about that Spurs system, where it's like, if he's feeling it from three, then he takes advantage of that to get down to the rack. But it's not like you're a 3, a 2, or a 1. Like, you're a 5 at the end of the day. It should be mentality, I need to go get a bucket right there and then on the like the mid range to the block, and then you go outwards from there, and then you let your shot just because then you're unguardable at that point. Think about it, because they don't know where to go. If you establish yourself in the paint, everyone's gonna flood the paint. Then that leaves you wide open for your shot. But I guess it's easier said than done because he doesn't have his man body right now. So he is getting pushed around right now by Cat.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on his grade. I think he's more towards the D minus performance for me. His shooting percentage was god awful. At times they started making their comeback when he was off the court. His drive isn't there, and when he is driving,
Oh, like I thought you meant his drive and like wanting to win. Like, when you say that.
yeah,
You mean
no,
like
I
as
would
a-
also make an argument for that too. On down the parts where he didn't look like he wanted as much, trying to drive in with that passion. He was kind of, I don't want to say foul baiting, but he was trying to foul bait at the end instead of actually putting his head down and going to the basket. He was abysmal game one. I did not like that Wemby at all. Really hated it. It felt like after Cat kind of bodied him during the first half, and then seeing that Jalen Brunson in the second half just turned on like Kobe mode. All of a sudden, he started hitting these crazy timed buckets, these timely buckets that they needed to come back.
Jalen Brunson's been
That
amazing.
he kind of, again, I'm gonna say it like last pod, he sucked the soul out of them. Pause. The Spurs look drained. De'Aaron Fox is another one who has like a D or an F almost. Terrible playmaking by him. Terrible scoring by him. That team just looked lost. Mitch Johnson did not know when to call a timeout when he needed it. I think I kind of blame it on just the youth of it. They're mentally drained, probably, like you just said. They're probably emotionally drained. But I don't think that's an excuse for this young team. They just went Game 7 with OKC being also a young team, just like the Knicks, but without that experience. The Knicks don't have that experience that OKC does. I think they should have had the similar game
We're not talking
plan.
about a young team though. In the
What do you
Knicks.
mean?
You're not talking about a young team with the Knicks. You got some dogs that have
A
been in the
young
playoffs.
team in playoff. Yeah, they are a young team. Like saying
This
they've
is
never
like
made
almost
it
the
there.
same
They've never.
core.
No, I'm
This is the
saying.
same core for 2 years now, 2+
Listen
years.
to what I'm saying. They haven't made it to the finals, so they're a young team. They're inexperienced.
Inexperience is different from young.
They're Jalen Brunson also young, like these are young players who don't really know what they're doing in that moment.
They are vets that are
Yes,
inexperienced
yes.
in the finals, but like you're still talking about these are grown. Like Cat's a grown ass man compared to Wemby, and he's playing like it. I'm not saying
No,
like I
100%,
said, I just said like when you're
100%.
saying certain things, you can't compare the two teams right now just based off their youth. I think that's completely.
I think you can. I think you can. You do see the more maturity part of it with their role players,
Because
like
they're
I said
older?
last pod, with OG and Mikal Bridges really playing a factor in this. Their timely buckets, their defense on the players, their maturity is overriding them. I just hate the fact that they're actually letting that factor play into the game, where I think these young cats can actually do a lot more than what they're showing on the court. We saw it Game 7. We saw OKC against previous teams, and I just did not like what I saw from Wemby and squad Game 1. For the Knicks, also kind of mediocre kind of game for like them too. Their offense wasn't really rolling. They were getting like lucky buckets at times. Cat was the one carrying the load until Jalen Brunson kind of could have done it a little bit. But again, like you didn't see like a full momentum on the Knicks side. They wanted it more, 100%. They ended up coming back. They did what they did to the Cavs, basically. Came back, shut them out, started winning by, did they win by 13, 11?
for the first
For the
game?
Spurs? Yeah. Was it like 13? Or what? Or am I tweaking? It's like 8 points.
It was like I think less than 12 for sure. But I mean,
Or 8 points. They started.
Yeah.
They came back and they humiliated them. Game 1 against home.
damn, dude, some of the stuff you're saying right now is
They did.
It feels a little crazy. It feels a
Spurs
tad
have
bit
not.
like,
Spurs have not lost a home game.
but embarrass them.
Oh no,
Or
I'm sorry.
humiliate?
Yeah, it's your Game 1 finals. Spurs have never lost. Game 1 finals.
This team, okay, but
No,
this
no, no,
team,
no.
you just admitted
Spurs,
that they're
Spurs.
so young.
Yes, but you know the Spurs as an organization, even to this young squad, has
You're
a
acting like
tendency. No,
they got
listen
smacked
to
by 30.
listen to what I'm telling you. They just came back on and lost. Yeah, they were up 13.
That's not
That's
getting
embarrassing.
smacked by 30. That's
When
not
we're talking
embarrassing.
when we're talking about the Cavs and them
That's
losing,
a 20. That was unprecedented. That was one of those stats where it's 0 and 296.
I'm just saying, I'm comparing it to that because I saw the downfall the same way that I saw Cavs lose.
So now the Spurs are the Cavs.
No. In this situation in game 1, yeah, because they lost their momentum
the same
and
thing,
they didn't play as good. Yeah. So what
None
I'm
of the
telling you,
teams were
listen to what I'm
playing
telling you. Now you look. Now I'm losing my train of thought because you dragged me over to
Because
Cavs versus
I think some of the things are being a little overstated in terms of like, yes, the Knicks are playing great.
I would agree
think
with
the
you.
I think the cat right now is getting a little bit too much. Like
I would
too much of that.
I would
praise.
agree with you if we didn't witness game 2 also. So this is if we were just talking like game 1 and we never saw game
There was
2.
never a lead to choke in game 2.
Yeah, Kevin, they're down 0-2 now.
That's what I'm saying.
there's
though,
a
but it
whole
came down to
thing-
the last shot for that one.
Yes, Kevin, but they're at home.
I
a
definitely get that, but it's like they're not getting spanked around. You're talking
Kevin.
about like humiliation, this and this and
Kevin,
this, and it's like
you're in the. I don't know if there's a team that's come back in the finals down 0-2.
I actually don't think
So then, what are we talking about here? You understand
well,
me?
right now,
like
we're not talking about the overall. I'm saying
no. I know, but that's coming from that also, where you're looking at. Okay, this team needs to put on like their game face and actually go out there and take this serious. Because if they're not, they're gonna be sent back home. They're gonna go to Cancun.
Yeah, but
I want this team to win.
I don't think the Knicks want this more than the Spurs. Like,
Oh, 100%. 100%. You not see New York going crazy? Oh, another
don't think
factor.
San
Another
Antonio
factor.
wants
San
this?
Antonio's home crowd looked like a Knicks home crowd. I'm not gonna lie.
I think to
you
be fair
heard
though,
so many Knicks.
any team going against the Knicks in the finals is gonna look like that.
Oh, what?
Any team is gonna look
Kevin,
like that. You think the
remember
Lakers
you
are gonna
also
pop
said
out? You think, like I said, Lakers fans are gonna pop out the same way that
in
Knicks
the
fans?
finals?
Knicks love
Yeah,
basketball. Bro.
no.
You
You're
gotta
crazy for
you're-
bringing up Lakers fans and in the finals.
I'm just
Dog.
saying, no matter what
Dog.
happens, the Knicks are gonna try. Like Knicks fans travel super well. I don't know what that has to. Again, it's not
Home games
the
matter.
city
You know
want-
that.
Yeah, but at
so
the end
that's
of the
what
day,
I'm saying. This is a time where you need to put on your game face and go out there and show that you're home. And I'm not gonna let you take 2-0 at home, basically. And they did not do that the first game. So I'm saying, because of that, Spurs have never lost game 1 home game, and they lost. That's surprising. In 6, I think they were 6-0, so now they're 6-1. Like, that's surprising. And the Spurs organization as a whole, at home, they play 10 times better. It's like a known fact. Spurs at home. They remember Curry and Spurs. They're fighting for that record and home. Like the home record, and then the 60, was it 70?
73 and 19.
Yeah, when they were fighting for that Spurs. So that organization already plays better at home. This is what I'm coming to, where like the Spurs should have played so much better than what they did. And game 1, they really, to me, it was an embarrassment of their performance.
See, for me, in that term, because like I agree with, like I said, I'm agreeing with your normal takes, the ones where it's like they should have performed at home. They've been playing great at home. This and this and this. Keep in mind, a bunch of these guys, you got one rookie that's basically that you want to, you're happy when he gives you 20 and 11 or 20 and 8 assists because everyone's clamoring for him to start game 2. That was the whole thing with Dylan Harper. He should have played more. And then the turnovers for Stephon Castle go up. Like Mitch Johnson at this point knows kind of what he has right now. There's going to be a learning curve. That's why with these finals, yes, I wanted the Spurs to win so bad because it was like, hey, I'm like, we're seeing a really good player in Wemby. One of the great, like, it's unprecedented what we're seeing with him, that you want him to succeed. But realistically, if anyone's going to pull a shocking, like I said, like they've lost a couple to OKC before, they've dropped a few. I don't think this team is worried with the stats right now because they went into Game 7. Remember that stat that I gave you? Game 7 against the champs. Defending champs, they were undefeated until they faced OKC. So I don't think this team is going to worry about anything. They're going to go into every game from here on out and understand that, hey, we just got beat. Like the way we're playing right now isn't going to work against this Knicks team, and it's not going to get any easier in MSG. Now the Knicks have a great game plan going on, but there also is like factors that San Antonio has to understand in terms of stop trying to shoot yourself out of this. Stop and just get down to the roots. of that. But before you go, because I know, like I said, the Knicks have been playing a great series. Jalen Brunson is the reason that the Knicks were able to come back and win Game 1. Jalen Brunson is the soul of that.
But Cat,
I understand Cat's playing good defense.
No. I'm saying I agree
rebounds.
with you. Jalen Brunson took them over the hump. Cat kept them in
And
the
I'm
game.
not even gonna give you, because you said the Knicks overall made some lucky shots, this and this and that. But I was like, OG didn't score until the second half, like a good amount. Like all of his buckets, like these guys don't care what their stats are. Josh Hart had 3 points, I think, in the first game.
You're gonna leave them open
rebounds.
most of the time.
But I'm saying, like, these guys know how to play together, and that's an important thing. Like, that development for them is super important, and the fact that they have this chemistry, they enjoy playing together, things like that. The Knicks are a really good, solid team, and they know they're experienced in terms of playing with each other on big stages. Like, in terms of they want to win together. Like I said, from the college days with Jalen Brunson has 2 college championships already in his belt. They just won the NBA Cup. Like, these guys aren't afraid. Cat has been in all, like I said, he's been a great player from college, high school, now to the NBA. Well, like, I'm not giving any discreditment to that. What I'm saying is, like, Cat is not asked to do the same thing that Wemby is. He is doing his role better than what Wemby is doing his main role is, but we're comparing a superstar to a star. And if you're going to compare superstar to superstar, let's compare Jalen's performance to Wemby's, and Jalen is just out superstarring Wemby right now. And that's the surprising part that I don't think we expected. But again, let's tame the expectations, because if we ask Wemby to get 19 and 11 and play good defense, would you be happy with that? If Wemby had 19, 11 rebounds and then 2, 3 blocks, and Dylan Harper had 36, or like he was the one getting 30, 35, things like that. You don't want that from Wemby. You need Wemby to go out and be your superstar, is what I'm saying. So it's not the same expectation that you have for Cat.
If we've seen Wemby have these games too, where he has like 19 points, 20 rebounds type things, and with great defense, winning the game. But in those games, he's not shooting. What do you shoot? 8 for 20 something. Like, those are not the shot that he's putting up.
He needs to be a superstar. Cat doesn't need to be a superstar right now.
There's a in game 1 we're talking about right now. In the first half, the Spurs were on a roll playing as a unit. That's why they went up 13. And you saw the shots coming from the role players, the Julian Champagnie, the Dylan Harper getting minutes. And I don't know what happened between that first half and the second half, where Julian Champagnie only got 2 more shots and Dylan Harper only played a couple more minutes. Like, I think that moment on, that was something went on where the coach changed something. I don't know what he wanted to change, but it wasn't the same ball movement, and it became ISO ball for De'Aaron Fox and Wemby a lot more. It looked like Wemby wanted to get going, and that's when you start seeing him do those, like, post fades a little bit, start pulling up from 3, turning over the ball. Well, you see De'Aaron Fox turning it over too.
Game 1 wasn't good for most of those except Dylan Harper. And I completely agree.
Julian Champagnie played his heart out, bro. He had
but like I said,
amazing
those
threes.
Are pluses. You're not expecting Julian to come in and score.
At this point, you've already seen it for 3 games from him.
Again, I promise you, Mitch Johnson isn't game planning for him to have 5.
Obviously, but I think that should be a game plan where your role players are open and they should be able to hit the shots. That's why you need those role players, so they drag out the D, and you have Wemby being able to do what he does. But I agree with you where Wemby needs to step up 100%. He had a D- performance for me. He needs to step the way up to change the momentum of the series.
And just keep in mind, dude, he's like 23, 24. We're talking about a 23-year-old. You know the last time we talked about...
He's a grown man, Kevin.
You know what the last...
He's a grown man, Kevin.
You are... That's insane to think. He's not even his grown man.
He can drive, right?
He is not even his...
He can drive. He's a grown man.
You can drive at 16, buddy. So that's what I'm saying. I just think...
You can drink, right?
I think your expectations of Wemby right now are just unfair. Like, it's just like...
We saw it last series against arguably a better team.
Yeah, and he was
so
able to
why should my expectations go lower
right now? So I'm saying right now is just like you should none of this should be unexpected is what I'm saying. He's like it's not a good I'm not saying he's allowed to have a bad series. Like if he doesn't win, it's not like Wemby isn't coming.
Can I throw this way back real quick? I'm sorry. Your expectations for this series was 4-0 Spurs. I'm just saying you said that. You said Spurs sweeping. I have the footage. 4-0 Spurs. So the fact that you want to backtrack and say, "Oh, this is unexpected," Kevin.
No, you said it's unexpected. I said you should expect, like, everything should be expected.
I mean, yes, that you're saying that it shouldn't be
he's a young
unexpected
player.
that this happens.
Finals.
But Kevin, your expectations were 4-0.
Those are my expectations. Webby don't give a fuck about my expectations.
No, I know. But that's what you're using all the knowledge you have to predict. Yeah, this team is sweeping this team.
I was thinking with my emotions.
Oh my God,
that's what I'm saying.
I can't believe the takes you be saying.
I still got them winning.
All right, you hear that? Don't believe the takes you be saying because you might get lucky by emotion.
I still got them winning in 6.
You're insane. You're insane. I have nothing else to say about Game 1. Game 1 was a heartbreaker. Shouldn't have happened that way.
Game 1 wasn't that much of a heartbreak. It was Game 2 that had the last shot.
Okay. Losing Game 1 at home is a heartbreaker, dog.
Yeah, but I mean, the way they lost it, you kind of like, you saw it. You know, it wasn't as heartbreaking as Game 2. You got the ball in your hands.
Kevin, it was heartbreaking.
Okay,
it was heartbreaking.
I'm just trying to explain I feel like you've been.
It's heartbreaking,
your terminology right now is insane for all these different
things. I think I'm really right in the fact of you got to defend home. That's your main priority when you're winning basketball games. You got to defend home.
I think it's like,
and if you can't defend home,
win the series.
Yeah, but if you can't defend home, then what?
Then
you lose the series.
Away. You got to win away.
Yeah, but who gets more home games?
The Knicks now. They won home court. So you just got to win your away games, defend one at home.
I mean, who has more home games in total?
Right
the
now?
Spurs. No, the Spurs in total.
You got to go into next
So
game
if you
0-0.
can't defend home, you're losing.
Well, yeah, you got to win at least one at home.
Exactly, you can't.
It's just like the logic now. You can't think like that for the rest of the series. Is it 0-4 yet?
It's 0-2, but we'll talk about Game 2 when we come back.
Now we're back to talk about Game 2.
Game 2, baby.
Obviously, it's unfortunate that...
My bad.
It's fine.
I broke your desk.
We're thinking of how the Spurs dropped to 0-2. They did the unfathomable, which is just... They dropped 2 at home. And Daniel, according to Daniel, what does this mean?
This is almost the beginning of the end, it feels like.
It feels like, according to your stats that you gave me earlier, that it is the end.
No.
Are you ready to say, okay, so what are you ready
They need to take, what I'm willing to say is they need to go back in. Yeah. Bet the mortgage on Game 3, buddy. Martingale all the way through for Spurs. No, the Spurs need to win at least one in their home, bro.
All right, before we start talking about the rest of the series, I do feel like we owe it to the Knicks to recap also Game 2, because I know we've kind of gone back and forth. It's gotten a little bit more spirited because obviously my definition of a youthful team is a little bit different from what Daniel's is. Daniel is speaking on the terms of the Knicks are also, the experience that they have in the finals is equivalent to the experience that the Spurs have in the finals, which I think is, like I said, that's a fair statement to make. I also am considering the fact that the Spurs are a very youthful team in general, not used to playing hoops until this long. Like I said, I'm not trying to make excuses for the Spurs. I'm trying to justify in my brain what's going on and where the motor is, because it doesn't feel like, I don't agree with the statements that they lack drive, they lack this. Like you had Dylan Harper saying that they wanted to get their get back after Game 7 because he knew that they lost against the Knicks in the Cup final. What I'm saying is that there's something missing, like where that extra thing that every player could turn on, that when we saw Wemby turn on in the Game 1 double overtime, we're not seeing that right now. We're seeing a bunch of settling. We're seeing a bunch of stagnant, less cohesiveness you kind of feel with this team. And, we're doing stuff that's out of character. You're getting De'Aaron Fox getting into Jalen Brunson's face. You're doing a lot of stuff that, isn't like what you're used to with the Spurs, And that can lead directly into Game 2 where you see, again, Wemby making an uncharacteristic mistake when you can also say, what's Stephon Castle doing? I trust my 7'5" big man to bring the ball down the court, but it's like the late seconds of the game. Wemby throws it behind the back, gets a dumb foul on Jalen Brunson. Then you go down 1, have a chance to win the game, and Wemby settles for a damn almost like sidestep fadeaway from the free throw line. And it's like, what are we doing? We couldn't, Mitch Johnson, we couldn't drop something better. We had a timeout. There was nothing. I know you want to get the ball in your superstar's hand, but, is that the best, was that the best situation to get that shot in? And that's why I'm just like, yes, it would have been awesome. And I would have loved it. I was like grabbing everything I could at the moment because I was like, guys, Jalen Brunson missed a free throw. This is it. We're going to win. Like, we just came back. Like, the Spurs did have a valiant comeback.
We're going to win.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, my boy. Me and my boy.
We're going to win.
Yeah, I'm the Mexican Wemby when it comes down to it. But so when I saw that happen, like, everyone's in their feels. But even in my head, as much as like of a fan of Wemby I am, when I saw him take the shot, I had a feeling. I was just like, I had seen him. I would rather see him do what he just did one play ago, other than the turnover, where he drives in, head down, and he just goes in and gets that crazy and one layup because no one, and Karl Anthony Towns was so scared to foul because he had 5 fouls. Like, everyone would have been so scared to touch this man on the last play because the rest most likely would have blown the whistle. Like, it's just like, get your head down. You have plenty of time. Just go and try to make something happen. And I feel like he just didn't have that in him.
He settles for his classic like spin move.
He doesn't have a classic shot, and that's what he needs to develop. He needs to go hang out with KD.
His like half spin is his classic thing.
It just doesn't look clean right now. He needs to go back with Hakeem. He needs to go back with KD, and they got to lock in the lab this summer. But given that, I'll let you talk about how you felt about Game 2, but I just wanted to give my thoughts on that.
I think Game 2 was better defensive for the Spurs. They kind of held them down a little bit. They never had like a clear shot, like a kill shot, like they did in Game 1. So they're still struggling offensively. But again, their players made timely shots. Better game from De'Aaron Fox. Better game from Stephon Castle. Just not enough, bro. I'm not seeing enough drive. These guys, the Knicks, man, they're like I don't hate the Knicks, bro, but the Knicks are like, I don't even want to say it. They're like little cockroaches that don't want to die sometimes, dog.
They're just pit bulls. I think that's a better description because it's like
cockroaches.
That. No.
Oh, pit bulls.
I would say pit bulls. Just
because
you mean
it's Josh Hart?
Because they're just like, they got heart, bro. They legit, no pun intended, but it's like that whole city has been, they're aching for a championship, you know?
That's what I'm saying. They want it more.
No, that's. I'm just saying from a standpoint.
From the whole city backing them up, bro.
You just be saying the most right now, and it's like
they do.
They're down 0-2.
Have you seen videos of San Antonio going crazy? No.
Yes.
No.
So it's just one of those.
I've just been seeing Knicks, New York going crazy. I just saw a dude like jump into.
Going viral.
I mean, I just saw a dude jump into a sewer like he a Ninja Turtle, dog. Like, bro.
Yeah, sorry, the citizens of San Antonio aren't doing hooligans.
Aren't doing the crazy because they're down 0-2 and they know their championship finals is at stake right now.
Dude, if they were the same thing as the Knicks, they would have all been doing that after Game 7.
No, New York would have been half burnt down right now. Like, they would have showed their passion. They would have been going after Jalen Brunson.
I don't know what that has to do with the game analysis.
It's just the passion that I'm talking about, like that drive from them. Like, I'm not. That's why I'm saying the.
Like,
yeah,
from the
crowd.
fans?
Yeah, what, Kevin? Yes, you know that, dog.
So
that's why
from like the.
That's why home games matter.
Jumping into the sewer.
Oh no, not that one. Yeah. I'm just saying like
that's
all around that. I'm saying like fan wise. Seeing San Antonio have so much.
Ask Trae Young if that crowd really affects.
Trae Young don't matter. He in Washington, bro.
Saying,
he don't matter. Why we bring him up? He don't matter. He don't matter.
Ask Tyrese Halliburton. See if that crowd makes a difference. But if anything, it motivates you more. So they might be making a mistake and waking up that French baguette.
So that's what I'm saying. Imagine going to New York now when it's home New York and you're seeing that crowd. Oh,
I love seeing fans get overzealous. Where it's just like, that could also be a thing. What makes you think that the Spurs can't take 2 at home?
Because they couldn't take 2 at their own home, which should be the easier part, defending home.
It's the first 2 games coming off an exhausting series. Now they have
they're
stakes.
Young, remember.
Now they have real stakes.
Yeah, and as a young team, what do you expect?
To answer the bell, because that's my goat.
You know they might crumble and not answer the bell.
That's also a chance, but what if the Knicks just come and lay an egg Game 3 because they're all excited from being up? Mikal Bridges.
I think they
don't
knows
exactly
lose.
how that feels. You know why?
Why?
Because the Suns did the same thing against the Milwaukee Bucks, and that's one finals that I think you were wrong.
Wasn't
on that
that
They were up 2-0 on the Milwaukee Bucks.
Were they actually 2-0?
Yeah, they were up 2-0, but it's because they were at home. So maybe that's why your stat was a little bit different. Like the Spurs lost 2 at home. But the Suns were the number 1 seed in the West that year, or something like that, and they beat Milwaukee 2. And remember, they kept.
So they were up 2-0 at home.
Yeah.
So yeah, that stat don't matter.
Oh, you're
because
saying the
you
0-2.
home team
Well, yeah, but
being
Mikal choked
0-2.
Mikal choked the being up until
Yeah,
game
but that's
7.
away, so
Yeah.
at home is different.
I guess, yeah.
But
I
again,
know I saw
game
him in the
2,
interview
I
where
just
he was like, "Games, we're not done.
we're not done." He's
Yeah,
like, "Come on, come on."
That PTSD is kicking in.
So they played better. It does go down to the wire. It's
And we're talking
again,
about game 2.
yeah.
Okay.
I just hate that Wemby doesn't feel like the superstar that he is right there. Because I think a superstar player, would take that ball down gladly instead of panicking and doing a pass to the back when someone's not looking, throwing it back, hitting the butt of Stephon Castle. That really killed the momentum.
I don't know. I've seen plenty of superstars have bad first finals. LeBron.
No, yeah, okay. Well, first of all,
And that's
LeBron's if we're looking at the team comparisons, come on, I'm gonna defend the GOAT, bro. LeBron had nobody on that squad. He was literally the only person who could do anything on that squad.
I'm
But
just saying, Wemby's on
it's
that
just-
LeBron trajectory if we really think about it. If he loses, which I will get into, but like
No, he's
continue.
not. No, he's
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No,
I'm
he's
just saying.
not. That's such a terrible thing to say.
All right, I'm
That's-
just saying.
That's actually insane. Because if Wemby wins, he might be on a trajectory over LeBron.
That's what hey.
If he wins,
He might
because that's
jumpstart
something
it.
crazy. But the Spurs did not play like they should have. I feel like game 2 being down 0-1, I feel like you had to step on their neck a little bit more and have like an offensive throttle to yourself. Mitch Johnson again, I feel like when these Knicks teams get on that run, I feel like his timeouts become like very lenient, dog. Like he's not calling these timeouts. Like maybe I'm just crazy and I just want call timeout fast, and I'm thinking like they can't do it, and he's believing they can. But I'm feeling like we should just call it now, stop the bleeding, and then like just punch them in their throat and try to come back, which they did. They started coming back at that end. That's why we got closer to a game winner.
They were up at one point.
And then they went down again and became a tie game.
It's because, like I said, I think the difference between, just to stay on your point right there with Mitch Johnson, I think Mitch Johnson, he's thinking, I've seen our team deal with these runs. I just saw them go against a 2-time MVP where Shea was going crazy, this and this. But I think the difference between this team, Mitch, and OKC is that the Knicks, like Jalen can do it with a foul call or without a foul call, and you don't get those breaks. Like
So
you don't
he's
get
better?
those. No, I think right now I take Jalen Brunson over anyone in the fourth quarter right now. I think he's the clutchest player in the world.
Oh wow!
But
off the
as of
pod,
right
you were
now,
saying he was bad and that he was.
I've
a
never said anything slanderous about Jalen Brunson other than the fact that he's small and got a big head. But then like we
Yo!
but we got. I
Pause,
think that's just
bro.
like known. I
You
think that's
got a
like
big head?
I think that's just what they've been saying.
Pause, dog.
That's just like a
What
known
the
thing.
hell? How
So
you know?
basically, what
Did it fit?
are you talking about right now?
Just flavor.
Okay, anyways, going back to him shooting in the actual game sense. I'm saying that with the
God, bro.
you guys can't see what's going on, but this man's dropped a coaster twice now in the pot.
Like
But-
5 times.
But
Use that one now.
But what I'm saying is that Jalen Brunson, at the end of the day, doesn't need. I think he does whine to the refs a good amount of time, but he doesn't need the foul call to go get a shot.
He's a bucket,
I
bro.
think OKC, you saw them stop their runs a lot of the times because it was like it's just like they're not going for like a quick shot. It's like okay, let me go get foul, go get a couple free throws, and that slows the game down regardless.
Yeah.
You don't need to call timeout right there. Like, in those cases. So maybe Mitch is just getting used to the fact that, hey, this guy's gonna score and he's not gonna stop. Like, and then he had to just see that for both games because he saw the fourth quarter of game 1, which, like I said, it was 3 quarters of no one going on a real run other than OG for a bit in the third, and then going into Jalen going absolutely nuclear in the fourth. And then game 2, again, you saw the same thing where Jalen just decides, hey, I'm going to take this game over. And every time I was just like, in the fourth, I was begging the Spurs, just get the ball out of this man's hand. Let anyone else beat you. Please let anyone. But Jalen Brunson still found a way to scissor his way through the D, and then just like, he was able to go ahead and get a bucket. It felt like he was automatic. He was getting layups at will. He was getting whatever shot he wanted.
Like they do such a good job at doing that. I feel like through the first 2 and part of the third in both games, and then they just let him go, and it just I don't know if they get tired of guarding him. He's just a big body. He's kind of pushing him around, but he just
I
gets
just
his
think
buckets even more.
You gotta
in
give
the,
that credit to him, I think.
Well, yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. That I'm giving him his credit because he's such a skilled player. He knows how to use his body to his advantage. Where he's getting these buckets, I'm like, damn. Like I wish I saw Shea do that more. Like I wish I saw that more from.
And he can do that.
No, that's why
And
you
that's
saw
why
it
it's
game 7.
frustrating. That's why it's frustrating about Shea.
But me seeing Jalen Brunson, I'm like, damn, that's the dude I want to see score. That's the type of bucket I like to see.
Jalen, Cade, Anthony Edwards, Shea, all these guys have that ability to just, hey,
Follow?
if I'm like looking for a bucket, I can go ahead and it's beautiful to watch when they're playing. What do they call it? Ethical basketball nowadays. When they're playing when they're playing basketball to score
Ethical
the rock.
hoops.
These guys are some of the most unstoppable players. It becomes when you start to look at a possible situation where it's like, let me bail myself out and try to get fouled. And it's like you should be looking to score, and if you get fouled in the process, you should still be looking to complete that. And I feel like we've kind of stepped away for that in a lot of these players in the games to make it easier for themselves to go get 2 points at the end of the day. But that's like I said, I just want to give Jalen Brunson his props because Jalen Brunson has been playing in excellent finals. And like I said, I think he's dropped 30, close to 30 in both games. I think he dropped 30 in 2. I think he dropped 28 in game 1. So I think, like I said, Jalen Brunson's having one of those series, that he can't be stopped right now. So Mitch Johnson has to go back to the game plan and see what he can do to neutralize him for the rest of the series, or they're gonna lose this one in 5, maybe if they can't stop.
Yeah, I mean that. Like going back to the shot selection for Wemby on the final shot, I agree with you. They should have drew up a better play, and if not, and that was the game plan to give it to. Obviously, that should be your game plan. Give it to Wemby. It should have been more dedicated down the block for him able to have a chance of getting a rebound and like tipping it back in as he normally does in those positions. I don't like the like fadeaway shot. It was tough. He didn't again I go back to this confidence thing where he didn't have his head down and like drive to the rim type thing where he's like, I'm gonna get this bucket no matter what. But what can you do? Right?
At the end of the day, we just got to see what we can do.
When we come back,
we'll go ahead and talk more about
predictions
for
forward
the rest of the
tomorrow's
series
game.
or for tomorrow's game, and then also see if there's anything new regarding our updates on how we view Wemby as a whole. Alrighty, so now we're gonna address a couple things. So what we're gonna get into is like what we think about is going to happen for the rest of the series or Game 3 specifically, because obviously if you think the Knicks are going to win Game 3, it's pretty hard to come back. I don't think it's ever been done. 0-3. So
yeah, if Knicks win next
obviously
game.
I think we're going to have the similar feelings of what's going to happen on at least in Game 3. And then what we're going to look into is how we think this affects like our viewpoint of Wemby and our viewpoint of Jalen Brunson as a whole, I think. And I think it's an interesting topic. I obviously also see Cat a specific way because of his role on the team, but I think you hold him to a higher regard. So I'm interested to see like what you think of him if he is a world champion at the end of the day. And then, yeah, let's just get right into the previews for that.
Game 3 prediction, I believe that Knicks win Game 3. It's their first home game.
So you think Knicks take it in
3-0.
5?
No, I still think...
you think a sweep?
I think Spurs come back.
And win in 7? You think the Spurs are going to, after going down 0-3,
I don't
straight games?
After losing 2-0, I don't see the Spurs winning
Your
Game 3.
predictions make zero sense to me sometimes.
They've come true so far. So I think Knicks win Game 3. And then the Spurs win next game. Yeah, 4 in a row. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'd be happy with that. That'd be insane.
Or maybe after watching how Spurs perform
But wouldn't
next
that be
game,
crazy?
I'll change my mind, and maybe it's Knicks 4-0. But so far, I think Knicks win Game 3. It's their first home game, and I don't see how they choke that. I think if they do choke that, the city will literally burn. I think, bro. I think it would be crazy.
I don't think they'll mind now that they're up 2-0. I think the Knicks fans are glad that they have this cushion, but I think that cushion is going to come and bite them right in the...
You think so?
Yeah. I think
You
the
think
Spurs,
they're letting up the Knicks?
I think the Spurs smack him in the face game 3.
You know, and you didn't think that for game 2. Like you didn't think the
I
Spurs.
kind of had that in my heart. I wanted to believe it.
I everywhere at work, everywhere I said Spurs are gonna blow them out.
I just think
blow
I
them
didn't bet
out,
anything
blow
on
them
it.
out, and they didn't do that. So I don't think that even matters in my head no more.
I think now being down 0-2, you
now.
understand that if you lose this game, you most likely lose this series. I mean, I think you do lose this series, whether it be in 5 or 4. I don't think a miracle comeback like Daniel happens after that. I think if the Spurs officially lose game 3, you will see me come in very sad at that point, just because I think I would have mailed it in, whether the Spurs, even if the Spurs
you might have
win.
jinxed them, to be honest.
Nah, that's not true.
With
What?
a 4-0?
I've had them all.
For a 4-0,
It
sweet, yeah.
becomes the Knicks
Yeah.
one? Yeah, bro.
I
It's
would
not
say
like
you
I've been rooting
jinxed
for them
them.
all playoffs. But like I said, I
Jinx.
think that's just what happens. Like, you know, I think this doesn't do much in my viewpoint going into that segue. I don't think this does much anything other than, like I said, I think it solidifies that Wemby's young. I don't think he was like, if he continues to have a bad series, it's just more of like it's bad in terms of a superstar level, sure, but I mean, we're still seeing someone put up 20, I think he put up 28 first game, 26 the first game, 29 the second game. The turnovers are rough, and it's like the stats are gonna show a different game if you like look at it. But I think it's a good step in the right direction. You know, LeBron lost his first one. I think it's just like one of those situations. I think it's a win-win for Wemby at this point. I know it'd be losing, but I think we've seen superstars come back from like, you know, their first losses like this, and then just come back to be great. I don't think this sets his like the definition of who Wemby is at like in stone. I think he needs to go into the offseason and get a solidified, whether it be a post move that becomes unstoppable for him, or that actual just a go-to move if he's going to be more like a guard, if he's going to play like from the three-pointer, which I don't think he should. I think he just needs to solidify like a really nice post fade that becomes like a Sean Livingston in 2016 or 2017, where it almost like you see him shoot it and it's like, damn it. Like, you know, he catches the ball down on the block and you know that's going in.
Sean Livingston.
That's a good pull, huh?
Yeah. I
But-
was like, damn.
So
Maybe.
it's just one of those things that, you know, it's a growing process at the end of the day. He's gonna be in the league for, like I said, he's gonna be the face of the league after this year, and as long as he keeps progressing, I think he has the trajectory of being one, like if not the greatest player of all time, because some of the stuff he does with the Rock, man, it's just like he shouldn't be able to do at 7'4". So I don't think my feelings change. I think my feelings change for Jalen Brunson if he does this in definitive fashion. I think that enters the conversation of Jalen Brunson being a top 10, maybe top 8 player in the league, which is like, you know, something that I didn't necessarily think of prior. You don't hear Jalen Brunson in my head and then think like, oh yeah, he might be better than Tyrese. He might be better than, like, you know, he might be better than.
Then who?
Like, it's just like you start to itch, like, where is, like, you know,
But
who
you
is
went
he?
2 different levels there. I think you went from Tyrese to Steph. I think
You know,
those are-
Steph is getting old. Like, you know, you can start to, like, you know, Jalen becomes like a person you can throw in those arguments where it's like you can stir up some stuff.
I think that Tyrese Halliburton, whether that's 11 or 13 era, I think that's the same era that or area that.
So
Jalen
even if
Brunson,
Jalen wins, you don't think he's top 10 player in the league?
I have to do a list. That's tough. Is he better than Anthony Edwards? Is he better than
Me
KD?
personally,
Is he better than?
I think he's a better
Giannis,
player. I
Jokic?
think he's a better NBA player right now than KD, because also you have to look at the team chemistry that he provides and the leadership. I think KD is a great bucket getter still.
So you're dropping KD from the top 10.
I would have Jalen Brunson solidified in there. It's not like I would.
No,
drop,
I know,
I
but
don't
you're
think I
dropping
would-
someone from there.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
there's some-
again,
the
you
list
would have to
moves
look at
now.
the list. You gave me an example of KD, so it's just like
So
I don't
automatically-
know I don't know. I don't think that means I have to kick. I don't think
no.
that
I'm
means I
saying
have to
that
have.
Jalen Brunson's ahead of him.
Like if I had to choose a player right now, I'd choose Jalen Brunson.
Let's do that real quick.
No. we're
Jokic.
not- that's a whole
Jokic.
different. Is yeah.
Just say yes or no.
Yeah, Jokic is
Jokic.
top 10. So you got
Giannis.
one. Giannis is top 10.
LeBron.
See, that might be one that's not top 10.
All right,
anymore.
you just say no. You don't gotta explain yourself. Just say no.
No, yeah. Jason Tatum.
Jason
I'll
Tatum.
see if LeBron itches his way in.
Jason Tatum.
I got Jason Tatum.
Jalen Brown
He didn't even make All NBA first team.
carried that team throughout the regular season.
Yeah, I like Jalen Brown's game too.
Yes or no?
Let me come back on Jalen Brown.
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
Cade Cunningham.
See, I don't think Cade is there yet. I think low key, I'd give Cade's spot to Jalen.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'd be fair. I think Cade is just like on the precipice of top 10. Just because of some of the stinkers he had. And I understand that Jalen Duren
but
didn't do his job.
Anthony Edwards is, for sure.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards is solidified. That's a dog. Are you kidding me? I was like I was like, what argument you're gonna between Cade Cunningham and Anthony Edwards? You got me fucked.
Yeah, I just like Cade a lot. He's a bucket getter. He's such a big guard and everything.
Yeah. What do you do in the playoffs?
Tyrese?
I really like Tyrese.
I hate you. Why would you even say that?
I really like Tyrese.
No. I said, why would you even say that about Cade? What do you do in the playoffs?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, hey.
Wow. I'm going to say that to Wemby when he loses in the finals.
He made it to the finals, buddy.
And be like, oh, I'm going to use that MJ LeBron argument, like, but he lost the finals. Remember that?
Didn't He's you just 0 call LeBron the GOAT?
Huh?
Didn't you just call LeBron the GOAT?
Oh, LeBron is the GOAT. But I'm going to say, I'm going to use it against Wemby. You know those type of people who do those type of arguments that forget the other side.
Yeah, we're talking about someone that lost to James Harden, and we're talking about someone that made it to the finals. No, that's cool, bro. But
I'm going to use it, though.
I think Jalen, I think that's
Tyrese?
fair. Well, he's injured. Does that count? Like, he's coming back from the Achilles.
Just remember the last.
Based off the last?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Tyrese is top 10 player.
Okay. So then
Tyrese better than Cade.
Wow. Okay. I already said Jokic and Giannis, correct?
Yeah.
All right. We'll just move on from this.
If you got Steph,
I don't remember.
you can throw
I
Steph in there.
forgot Steph. Steph?
I feel like we're blanking on a few like big ones, like all stars. Oh, you got Wemby in there.
Oh, I forgot Wemby.
Yeah,
I forgot Wemby. I forgot Devin Booker.
Nah, bro. I'm tripping. I think Jalen's solid. Yeah,
Luka?
Luka, yeah.
Luka. It sounds like you're pushing a lot of people down, brother.
If you throw KD in there. So then again, I think I'd rather have Jaylen Brown than KD.
I didn't even say Shea either.
Oh, Shea is in top. No.
Oh, yo.
After all the shit I was like, I can't put
Shea.
Hey, Shea's top 19.
I didn't say Donovan Mitchell.
No, I think Jaylen Brown is better than Donovan Mitchell.
Jaylen Brown?
I think Jaylen Brown is better than Donovan. I think he's a bigger version of Donovan Mitchell, so I think I would rather have Donovan Mitchell.
A bigger version? I think
they're kind of
Donovan.
the same guy.
No,
They're
I
not
think Donovan Mitchell offensively is a lot better.
But defensively?
No, that's what I'm saying. No, I don't think that.
We're talking about a top 5 MVP
I don't think that makes you the same player though. I think that's a different player.
I think I'd rather
one's
have the
better offensively, one's better. Like
so think about it like this: you wouldn't rather have someone that's a better defensive, like your complementary.
It depends on what
player?
your team is.
Because like
it depends on what your team
if
is.
Donovan was gonna play the complementary role to like Jason Tatum, I think
that'd be nasty.
But it would be worse. I think that team would be worse off because Jaylen Brown provides so much of that.
He provides good defense.
That really good defense.
But that whole team provides good defense.
Yeah, and then
you're
adding someone to get attacked every time on defense, though.
But all right, let's not act like Donovan Mitchell's like the main point.
I'm gonna act like it because he's not a good defender.
But he's not a chump like James
No one said he's a
Harden.
chump.
You're basically saying that he's the main target and will get bodied every single
Look what
time.
happened. Look what the Knicks did.
All right, that's something different.
They
They bodied
the
the
guards.
whole team.
They attacked the guards.
They bodied the whole team, brother.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
down to Evan Mobley and what?
You just said Jaylen Brown carried that Celtics
No, I
team that
know.
wasn't made to do
I'm not
anything.
saying Jalen. You make it sound like I'm saying Jaylen Brown's bad. I'm not saying that. I'm
you're
just saying
saying Donovan Mitchell is
offensively.
better? So say it with your chest then. Don't put me on the spot.
I said
if you're not gonna,
No, I'm saying Donovan
You
Mitchell
asked me straight
offensively.
up. Who would you rather have, Jaylen Brown or Donovan Mitchell? Say
Depends
it.
on what team.
Nah,
I'm building.
okay.
It depends.
Oh, it depends what top 10 I'm making. Like
No, top 10 is different.
Stick to
I
something,
don't think Jaylen
Mr.
Brown's in my top 10.
Mr. Safe Take.
I'm asking you, Mr. Oh, I think Jalen Brunson's going to be on my top 10 after this.
Jalen Brunson is definitely on my top 10.
All right, and I just gave you a bunch of players, and where did he land on those lists?
I think Jalen Brunson.
Where did he land on the list?
He's around 7.
So that's
fair.
I don't think you're really. All right, so name the 7 above him. I mean, the 6 above him.
See, now we're doing. Now this
No,
is like.
not in order. You don't have to give an order.
Okay.
You just name the 6 players there above him.
Jokic. Yeah, I guess Shea.
I
Giannis.
guess Shea.
Giannis, if we're doing injury.
Is Luka right there?
That defense is tough. But they both don't play defense. Luka's there.
Of course. Like
if a healthy Jason Tatum, I think a healthy Jason Tatum's there. I think I have him around 7. So maybe if I'm forgetting like another major
You didn't
player.
say Anthony Edwards in there, by the way.
Oh, I didn't. I mean, like I said, him and Ant really. I mean, one's gone into the finals, the other one hasn't. So maybe you give him that off. But Ant is a dog, so I do like Ant.
Oh, yo. Hey, I'm
But like I said,
interested in hearing this.
But I'm saying, like, you know, like even if I have him at 8, then you put Ant at 7.
No, I'm just saying.
I still don't think it's a bad
I
top
know,
10.
but I'm bringing like how far is he ending up dropping? That's what I'm saying.
I think he's ladder. I never said like this championship would make him top 5. Like, you know,
No. I'm just seeing how far it's going. That's it.
I
You
think
said
he's
top
a
10,
solid-
and I'm
I
saying
think
where
he's a
in the top
solid
10.
top 10 player.
But
And I'm
little by
safe.
little, he's dropping from the top 10. He's like
No,
bottom
bro.
top
I
10.
think he just got to there, so it's like I don't think it's like little by little he's
That's
dropping.
and also that's if he won. Like he hasn't won yet.
But I
So-
still think it's like his spot would be like, again, he'd be looking at the Cade, the Ants. You gotta look at Jalen Brunson the same way you're looking at them right now.
Who?
Jalen
I
Brunson,
like
Cade,
Jalen
and
Brunson.
Ant. Yeah, that's
But
what I'm
I
saying.
said I put him in that Tyrese level. Like that Tyrese Halliburton level.
Yeah, and I'm assuming you're still
Tyrese-
having the expectation.
Tyrese,
So all
Jalen,
above Cade
Cade.
Cunningham.
No, Tyrese, Jalen, and Cade. They're in the same tier.
But, like, Cade is at the bottom.
I think Anthony Edwards is above them, but they're in that same like kind of area level.
Yeah.
Just different styles of
It only
play.
sucks that you can't make a top 10 and just put like 7 players in one spot, you know? So you kind of have to make an actual decision.
Oh, so you want them to be like
So,
at 2
Mr.
or
no,
what?
No, I'm just saying, Mr. Safe Take, you have to actually make a list and like
And what?
you know, and like actually rank them.
I
You
said
can't just
right
say-
now.
You can't.
I
just
mean, you
name
want to
s-
do it to me?
You just can't.
You wanna
name
do it to
6
me?
players and blob them in. That's what Daniel loves to do. He'll be
You
like,
can do it right now.
he'll be like, well,
Do it
who's-
right now.
Who's in your top 10?
So start naming the players.
Well,
and I'll
also
put-
let me ask you: do you think Jalen Brunson's a top 10 player if he wins a championship?
I don't know. I have to literally do the thing and
Well,
like
do you,
figure it
like-
out. Right now, I'm gonna probably say no.
Okay. Well, then you
But
don't
I
need
need
to do it.
but
Then.
no, but I need to see because when you had him at 8, I'm kind of agreeing like, okay, let me see who else I'll put up there. I still probably put
Well, you're gonna have him closer to the bottom like I do of the top 10.
and he might drop 11, 12.
Exactly, because you're gonna have.
So that's
you're
why I'm
gonna
saying
make the
no.
decision between Tyrese.
But you're calling me
Cade.
Mr. Safe Take, so I'm saying let's just do it. So you're like over here.
So
not
you don't
saying,
think Jalen Brown is? You don't think
Jalen
Jalen
Brown.
Brunson is a top 10
Ooh.
player? In
Not
the
right
league?
now. Not right now. He's
Even
like,
if he wins.
Well, that's if he won. And what does he go up to?
Well, for you. So you're saying even if he wins, in Daniel's heart.
In my and it's also my list.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what any of you says. It's my list.
Yeah.
Yeah. He probably move up just. He might just stay there. To be honest, he's a bucket getter. I love Jalen Brunson. Ain't no like
it don't
bad.
sound like you love him.
I love Jalen Brunson. The whole thing before I was
I
saying
don't want
I love
that
him.
kind of love where it's
Oh
like I win
my
a championship and I don't move a spot. I'm just saying, me personally.
God. Oh
Is
my!
Jalen
Just
Brown,
because I
is Jalen
see.
Brown a top 10 player in the league?
No, I'm putting
So Donovan
players
Mitchell's a
above.
top 10?
No, he's probably in that same like
So
area.
Cade Cunningham is better than all 3 of those. Right
No,
now.
they're probably like outside the top 10.
Damn, I don't think you have 10 players in your top 10.
I'm trying to
That's
like
what
think.
saying.
I'm trying to think, bro. That's why I said do it
That's
so
what-
I can do it.
That's what. Well, I just
Do it, boy. Do it. Damn.
That's what I just gave you. Like I gave.
All
you
right, so
the-
my top 5, not in order. We're gonna do obviously the Trinity: Shea, Giannis, Jokic.
That sounds like your order.
It could be Shea, Jokic, Giannis, Luca.
I put Jason Tatum in mine. You have like Tyrese Maxey. You got like.
Give me players. Give me players. Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
I'll probably put Anthony Edwards.
you
Number
have
6, I'm gonna put LeBron. LeBron's in my top 10 still. The way he carried that team during the playoffs still, and he was the best player on the team. Like, I'm putting him on my top 10. I don't care. You say whatever you want.
This is your top 10.
Of course it is, and I don't miss, brother. This is gonna be easy.
You're barely at 6.
I know it's tough. Name me players, bro.
Well, I mean, like I said, are you
I'm
gonna throw
blanking.
KD in there? Are you
Oh,
gonna throw
KD
Tatum in
definitely.
there? Are you gonna throw Jalen Brown in there? Are you gonna throw?
Oh, I forgot about Tatum.
Yeah.
Tatum's gonna be after LeBron. What is that? 7?
So you got 7. You gonna put KD?
8, 9, 10.
You got Donovan
KD
Mitchell.
pissed me off.
You got Chet. You got Jalen Duren.
Chat, I hate you.
You got
Jalen
you got DeAndre Ayton. You got.
I feel like we're missing a big name that I'm not saying.
You're missing a big name. I named my top. I have my list. Jalen Brunson. You got.
Obviously, Steph Curry's in there too.
Steph is in there for you. All right. 8.
Mhm. And 9, 10. Cade has to be there. I'm gonna be honest. Let me put Cade above KD.
So KD's in your. So you're at 9 if you got KD in there.
He is in there. But let me put Cade above KD.
It's a weird top 10.
I like Cade a lot more, bro. Give me Cade. Give me Steph. Give me KD. Damn. That, you see, he wasn't in that level then. I'm sorry, J. You know what? JB. He's in my top 10.
So you got Jaylen Brown to finish off your top 10.
No. Jalen Brunson.
Oh, well, they're both JB. That's what they go by.
And you're going to go with Jalen Brown?
No, I told you that Jalen Brunson was in my top 10. You
No,
said
I'm not
Jalen
missing
Brunson
nobody.
could
I'm not missing nobody.
You
right?
didn't say Tyrese?
No, but no.
Okay. Hey,
No. I like JB more
if
than
that
Tyrese.
works, that works.
Yeah, so let's say, yeah. He doesn't move up, though.
Yeah.
He stays in that 10 spot comfortably.
So Jalen Brunson.
So you're happy? Are you happy, Kevin?
That you finally stood on something? Sure, yeah.
Actually, Tyrese 10, JB at my 11. Yeah, that's the way I like it.
So Tyrese Maxey's a top 10 player.
Oh, Tyrese! If Joel Embiid is
Halliburton?
not, yeah,
Okay, so
you're insane for saying Maxey, but I love Maxey too.
You just say these
No,
first names, and I said,
I forgot
don't know
about
who you're talking about.
Embiid too, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
If Embiid is healthy,
I need to get this man a structured list, and we'll make it like probably a shorter video, just going over our top.
yeah, this
10.
is long.
Yeah. But-
Embiid healthy, dog. Embiid's a dog, like
Bro.
straight up.
But you can't say the two words together, Embiid and healthy.
That's kind of messed up, bro.
I'm just
I wish
saying.
Embiid was on the pod. He'd probably beat your ass. But
All right, going back on.
Embiid's number 10.
Going back. Going back.
Embiid's number
you
10.
just
Drop
named
everybody
15
down.
players.
Drop everybody down. Embiid's number 10. Or
You just
Maxey.
named 50. I've never seen someone name 20 players for their top 10.
So I got Knicks in game 3. You have Spurs in
I
game
have
3.
Spurs. But you still have the Spurs winning the series.
I mean, that don't matter until the next pod
Okay, but
episode.
I-
That'll change my mind. But for right now, I got Knicks in game 3. You got
I have
Spurs
the
in game
Spurs
3.
in game 3. But just to go over that, like I said, I wanted to. We just wanted to clarify that I think both of our views on Wemby don't change necessarily, even if he loses. I think Wemby still has a chance to solidify himself as one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest. And then I think like it's
Some
are
big
you-
praise
I know,
for him.
I know. It's just one of those things that.
Yeah,
but have you
he's
seen
young,
someone that's
he's young.
freakishly
Well,
talented?
no, he's the bull that actually works, and he's like
I wouldn't
insane.
compare him to Bobo, bro.
No,
That's
I'm
just
saying like
disrespectful.
body figure and
Nah.
like the way he can do. He's
The fact
actually
that
the one.
Bobo made an appearance on the pod, bro.
Oh, if he made an
No, I'm
appearance.
just saying the fact that he just made a cameo
Oh
on the pod is
my
crazy.
god!
Someone
oh
throw
my
up Bobo
God.
highlights right here.
It's like an actual like
Compilation.
sick edit of Bobo.
No, but yeah.
Yeah, he's a young player. It doesn't hurt him at all. It sucks that if he does lose, it sucks. But at the end of the day, he has so much play left. It doesn't matter.
I think this playoffs in general just also helped him.
Not saying it doesn't matter because it matters. Because
it's gonna go
he's-
down on the record table.
Yeah,
as, like,
yeah,
he's
it matters
0-1
because
right now, but
if he did win, it matters. So if he
Yeah.
doesn't win, it matters. But at the end of the day, he has so much play left. It doesn't hurt him in that way. JB, I mean, it's gonna be nuts for New York when they win. It's gonna be crazy. So if they do win, that'd be amazing. At the end of the day, they kind of stay where they're at. It's kind of cool. Game 3, we'll review next pod, and then hopefully game 4, you guys will get on the episode after that. I have nothing else to say, Kevin. Do you?
I think that's it in terms of football news. Nothing crazy. I think you gotta tune into episode 2, our last episode. I don't know if that's gonna be called episode 2, but
I don't think it
it's
has a
just,
title on there.
yeah, it's just one of those
episode.
things that obviously
We'll be
we
referring
brought
to
up-
another video.
yeah.
It doesn't matter.
We brought up like all the different NFL trades. Like I said, I think we're gonna start posting little shorts and clips on our other pages as well.
Yeah, on Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, so just tune in if you like
Spotify.
more of like obviously my team building skills and my picks because I can actually commit to some stuff versus Daniel making like super safe picks and like trying to figure that out. So we got that going on.
He just doesn't lie down right about Knicks.
So-
but it is what it is.
We're gonna have that, but it's just one of those things that we'll see you for the next game hopefully, and then if not, we'll recap. I'm just hoping that it's not a sweep. Like that would be terrible, but
Great for the Knicks.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
Great for the city.
Great episode. You guys have a blessed one. Peace.